90% of people will never be rich, not because of bad luck, not because there aren't any opportunities, but because of hidden psychological traps quietly keeping them broke. Decades of research in behavioral economics reveal that our brains are hardwired with biases, habits, and shortcuts that actually sabotage our chances of building wealth. Today, I'm going to be exposing those traps and, more importantly, showing you how to break free before it's too late. And if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button because every week I break down the psychology of money, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Let's start with the biggest obstacle of all, your own mind. First, instant gratification. We live in a world where everything's one click away. Food, entertainment, shopping. Most people can't delay pleasure, so they choose short-term comfort over long-term wealth. Then there's fear of risk. People dream of financial freedom, but freeze the second opportunity shows up. They won't start a business, won't invest, won't even ask for a raise because the chance of failure feels scarier than the reward of success. And don't forget limiting beliefs. If you grew up hearing money is evil or people like us never get rich, those thoughts stick, and like any self-fulfilling prophecy, they quietly become true. Finally, lack of consistency. This is the silent killer where most people try once, face a setback, and quit. But wealth is built the same way fitness is, through boring, consistent reps over years. If you can't stick with it, you will never see the compounding effect kick in. Second, it's the lack of knowledge and education. Most people never actually learn how money works. Schools teach us algebra and history, but almost never teaches financial literacy. So we grow up knowing how to pass tests, but not how to manage debt, investments, or build a business. Now, why is that? That is a topic for another day. And without that foundation, people become easy targets. They fall for bad advice, scams, or hype investments, something which promises overnight riches. Why? Because they don't know how to spot what's real from what's fake. Take a look at Shaq, a famous basketball player. Early in his NBA career, he blew through his first $1 million in just one day with cars, jewelries, and parties. And like so many athletes, he could have gone broke despite making millions. But here's what changed. Instead of staying ignorant, Shaq started reading business books, taking courses, and seeking mentors. He educated himself, and today he's worth over $400 million. With investments in tech companies, restaurants, and even Google. The truth is, building wealth isn't complicated, but it is learned. And the people who win are the ones who keep reading, learning, and seeking mentors while everyone else stays in the dark. But knowledge is not enough. The world around us is designed to keep us broke. The third reason most people never build wealth is because of their environment. We live in a world built on consumer culture. From the moment you wake up, you're told to buy this, buy that, cars, clothes, gadgets. The problem, status symbol, drains your wallet. Then there's peer pressure. If you surround yourself with people who settle, people who aren't ambitious, mediocrity starts to feel normal. And the moment you try to break free, they'll often drag you back down. And finally, systematic issues. Student loans, credit card debt, rising cost of living, they all make the climb harder. But harder doesn't mean impossible. Plenty of people break free, but they do so by recognizing the traps and refusing to play by society's script. Take Dave Ramsey, a famous personal finance expert. In his 20s, he was living the consumer dream. Big house, fancy cars, a lifestyle on credit. But it all caught up to him. He went bankrupt, drowning in debt. That is consumer culture, peer pressure, and systematic traps all at once. But here's the difference. He didn't stay down there. He educated himself, rebuilt his life, and today he teaches millions how to escape the same cycle. The truth is, you can't always control the system you're born in, but you can control whether you stay trapped by it. Number 4 is what MJ DeMarco calls the Slowlane. He is the author of the book that changed my life, A Millionaire Fastlane. The Slowlane is where most people spend their entire life without even realizing it. It's trading your time for money, where the potential is capped, crowded, and comfortable. But comfortable roads don't lead to wealth. It's also when you spend your life building someone else's dream. You give your best years to companies, bosses, and even so-called gurus, while they're the ones who are actually making money. And worst of all, the Slowlane pushes people toward low-barrier, overcrowded paths. Things like dropshipping, online courses, and saturated side hustles. Sure, they're easy to start, but because they're easy, everyone else is doing them. And when everyone else is doing them, no one is rich. Just look at MrBeast. When he started YouTube, he was doing the same thing as everyone else, making gaming videos, random uploads, and hoping to get lucky. That's the slow lane, low barrier, overcrowded, and going nowhere fast. But then he broke out. Instead of chasing easy trends, he studied YouTube like a science, analyzing thumbnails, titles, and retention for hours every single day. While others quit after a few months, he stayed consistent, reinvested every dollar, and had bigger dreams than everyone else. Today, he has built a billion-dollar empire with multiple businesses, all from refusing to stay on a crowded slow lane road. The slow lane feels safe, but safe roads doesn't get you to wealth. And finally, the deadliest trap fall, lack of action. Most people spend more time thinking about being rich than actually doing something about it. They'll have dreams and make plans, but never actually take the first step. They wait for the perfect idea, the perfect timing, and the perfect plan. Meanwhile, the people who win are the ones who just start. They learn along the way while everyone else is still waiting. Do you guys remember Blockbuster? In 2000, Netflix founder offered to sell their little DVD rental business to Blockbuster for just $50 million. But Blockbuster laughed them out of the room. They thought at the time that streaming was gonna go nowhere. That lack of hesitation and lack of action costed them everything. Today, Blockbuster is gone and Netflix is worth over $200 billion. The truth is, procrastination kills more dreams than failure ever will. Because at least failure teaches you something. Actions doesn't guarantee success, but inaction definitely guarantees a failure. In the end, it's not bad luck or lack of opportunity that keeps most people broke. It's fear, comfort, lack of knowledge, and being stuck on the wrong side. But those who break free do three simple things differently. They invest in themselves, in their skills, their knowledge, and their network. Second, they take bold bets, opportunities where the upside is huge and the downside is small. And most importantly, they play the long game with consistency, showing up day after day. Because wealth isn't built in a moment, it's built in momentum. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button because it tells YouTube that this message matters. And if you're serious about building wealth, watch this video where I expose finance gurus and the secrets they're not telling you. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next one.